Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now.
Quick one. The protest to free Nnamdi Kanu has turned violent. I repeat, the protest in Abuja to free Nnamdi Kanu has turned violent. Protesters are scampering for safety because of gunshots. I repeat, protesters are running helter-skelter because of gunshots. The Nigerian security agencies have started firing gunshots to scare protesters. In a video, I saw Sowore, leader of the protest, running away for safety. The same day, the Nigerian people are also remembering the Endsars brutality. The same way the Nigerian security agencies killed Endsars protesters, according to reports, is the same way the Nigerian security agencies is handling the Nnamdi Kanu peaceful protest, free Nnamdi Kanu peaceful protest. You can see that the Nigerian government, you can see how the Nigerian government, they are treating protesters. So releasing Nnamdi Kanu, a peaceful protest to release Nnamdi Kanu, has become something that the security agencies will have to fire bullets. That is how they denied firing live bullets at protesters. October 20th, 2020. Today is also a day to remember the Endsars brutality. But you see, the Nigerian system, we have said, cannot protect the people, cannot protect peaceful protesters. This is reality. Nnamdi Kanu has been held in custody for more than 5 years now. Unjustful detention, injustice perpetrated on this young man. A court of competent jurisdiction has bailed this man, but the Nigerian government refused. And they are creating a lot of charges for this young man to still remain in detention. Let justice be served, not this injustice on the people. That is why Nnamdi Kanu has been calling for a new system, calling for Biafra, because of the activities, the way the Nigerian government behave. Just look at. Peaceful protesters, you start firing bullets. Why would Nigerians not want the country to be divided? Why would Nigerians not want a country of their own? Why would Nigerians not be tired of Nigeria? The same thing that you people did at the Endsars protest is the same thing that you are doing to this peaceful protest, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Initially, I never supported this protest because I believe, looking at Nnamdi Kanu's case, the protest would not warrant to his release. Igbo people would want to endanger themselves with this protest because we know the reputation of the Nigerian system, the Nigerian government, when it comes to protesters. Look at the End Bad Governance protest. Look at how it was handled by this government. Look at how it was handled. Protests have not even got to up to 1 or 2 hours. You start firing gunshots. Now, the people that they are protesting, people are complaining today. You see, the Nigerian government believes that the people are powerless. But the people will one day have the opportunity to revenge on a failed system, on a system that has been punishing them, that has been impoverishing them. We are talking about restructuring this country because of all these things that the Nigerian government perpetrates on its people. Go through the normal process and prosecute this guy. Number one, tell us how come you were able to bring him from Kenya into Nigeria. He that must come to equity must come with a clean hand. Does the Nigerian government have like the reputation to threaten Nnamdi Kanu, having kidnapped him from Kenya? I've told my Igbo brothers that this agitation, we need to take another route because this particular route we are taking may not result to our desired destination. I spoke against this protest. I knew it was going to be like this. It is a setup for politicians, Peter Obi, Atiku, Nnamdi Kanu, and his supporters. Any protest in Nigeria that is involving the Igbo, the government wants to go haywire. I'm telling you. So as it stands, there are videos I've seen. In Abuja, you see a lot of hold-up, disruptions, left, right, center. I know the Nigerian government wants to use, like these people are disrupting the movement, the peace of the people, and this and that, to want to carry out heinous acts and actions on the Nigerian people. Is that how a government needs to behave? Is that how a government needs to behave? Are you working in the interest of the people? Are you working, or you are working in the interest of a particular set of people? Like I told you, when it comes to Nigeria, there are some people that don't want Nigeria to be restructured. And these are the people that will be against Nnamdi Kanu's release. There are some external powers that don't want Nigeria to be restructured. These are the people that will be against Nnamdi Kanu's release. We have also warned our Igbo brothers, please don't endanger yourself with this protest, because we know the position of the Nigerian government as controlled by the cabals. We know the position of the Nigerian government on Nnamdi Kanu. They won't want to release Nnamdi Kanu like in the normal judgment, normal court setting. If the court favors Nnamdi Kanu, they will find a way to, through the back and front and left, right, and center, and want to try and make sure they convict him. Yes, that is the reality. A protest from Sowore, number one, cannot guarantee Nnamdi Kanu's release. The people holding Nnamdi Kanu, they are much more than even Nigeria. There are so many interests that want Nigeria to be in the same state. The allegations that Nnamdi Kanu, his boys, committed a lot of atrocities, killed people in the southeast, and what have you. My question is, which government of the day in this world, which government, in a push for liberation, has not, in one way or the other, done one or two things? Nobody has to be perfect. If you are fighting for your freedom, if you need to be perfect to fight for your freedom, you will never get it. Everybody that fought for freedom at one point in order did some kind of imperfect things, because that is the nature of a human being. That is the nature of a human being. The Nigerian government has been accused of carrying out atrocities on the people, Nigerian people, who will now sue the Nigerian government to court. Who will now try the Nigerian government on impoverishing the people. Politicians go steal money for hospital. They will steal money. That corruption will lead to the deaths of many Nigerians because they can't afford good health care. So that politician that have stolen the destinies of his people, that have killed his people indirectly through stealing public funds, who will try the government? Why would the government come out to say, let's focus on the real issue? The real issue is that this man is fighting for justice. Justice is in scarce commodity in Nigeria. Before you see, you seldom find justice. Justice is for sale in Nigeria. The people need to fight for justice. It is not about Nnamdi Kanu. I do not support this protest. I do not support whatever Sowore is doing on this protest. I know. But I need to talk, and we need to look at the real reasons why this young man has been agitating in the first place. IPOB at a point in time, they just carry placards. They're just normal people carrying placards, going the normal civilized way, until the Nigerian army, with its reputation, just like what is happening today, Sowore and co. Look at NSAS. People peaceful protesting. NSAS, they were peacefully protesting. Nobody was doing anything. The government itself, as alleged and accused, came and started turning the protest into violent. They fired his first shot. They rented thugs. They paid thugs to disrupt the protest. So they hanged the dog to give the dog a bad name. The protest was peaceful. We were peaceful. The government turned it to be violent. And the government went on international stage to deny that nobody died. Here and there. See, a lot of things are happening in the country today. So the Nigerian government, as constituted, has not been fair to the Nigerian people. And it is right for the Nigerian people to come out and fight for their rights. Peaceful protest. You see, we know how politics is being played in Nigeria. If a government of the day does not want you to protest, a government that is a government that controls the judiciary, a government that controls every other agency of government, do you think that government will not find a way to stop you from doing your rightful, like carrying out your rightful protest, your rights as a person? For instance, now there's an Nnamdi Kanu protest. What is J as a politician or as a government in power? Where we say most of the people where they get position for Nigeria, now politicians, they recommend them. Look at the Inspector General of Police say that he will be forever grateful to Tinubu. Tinubu now help him. The more reasons why a Tinubu will want to appoint people that he has helped in power, so that whenever he wants to do anything, they will align with him against the wish of justice, fairness, and equity. The main reason why Sowore is being attacked is the main reason why Nnamdi Kanu is protesting. So protests come now. You go and fine tune the court. The court say don't protest. Which we know that Bukachawa, I forget his name. He said that his wife used to give favors as a justice to politicians. It tells you that the judiciary can be compromised. And we have seen a lot of... See, justice must be seen to be served. You don't just serve justice. It must be seen to be served. It must be felt by the people. The people are not feeling that they are safe in Nigeria anymore. Look at what Fulani is doing over the years. The Nigerian system, the Nigerian government has not been able to crack the Fulani menace. Stop the Fulani menace in Nigeria. But yet, peaceful protesters, that is where they show their muscle. Imagine, you fire tear gas, you hear gunshots. I can't post this on YouTube because they will flag it. Imagine all these things are happening. And we are here, sitting down here. Whether you like Nnamdi Kanu or not, let's say the fact and truth. Me, in my broadcast, I don't like Tinubu, but when Tinubu does something fact, I say, this is a fact. You don't like the idea of a Biafra. See, Biafra existed before Nigeria. The Oduduwa people existed before Nigeria. The Fulani people existed before Nigeria. Nations in this country, nations that are entrapped in this country, existed before Nigeria. So what is the heck about the Nigeria itself? We are defending the creation of external people. People created something to put you together to clash and never see front. You are defending that creation. United Nigeria, unity in diversity, the greatest scam in the world. Is this a democracy? What is the difference between this particular democracy and the military system of government? What's the difference when it comes to protest? What's the difference when it comes to protest? What's the difference? There's no difference. So as it stands, let it be on record, because history would repeat itself. And when we know our history, we will know how to handle and comport ourselves. That these protesters are being attacked. It is a normal fashion for the Nigerian government to provoke peaceful protesters. Have become part of a protest. If the government is not controlling your protest, we have a partisan government. The government are partisan. The people don't see government as a government that have them like a government that can give justice. A government that will be neutral or fair. Nigerians don't see their government like that. So when you are carrying out the protest, if it is against the government of black man or these Nigerian politicians, they find a way to make sure they destabilize whatever you are doing. They destabilize whatever you are doing. And injustice to Nnamdi Kanu and injustice to the NSAS protesters will be injustice to any other person in Nigeria. If you support the injustice because you feel that Nnamdi Kanu, his people is wreaking havoc in the southeast because you want to protect an empire of the west of Britain, there's always when it comes to a revolution, there's always casualty. When it comes to agitation, there's always casualty. Looking at this protest in the first place, there was no need for this protest. Like I said, there was no need for this protest because the Igbo people now should look at a different approach to agitation. If this particular approach is not working, we need to look for a different approach. That is the reality. Because there's no how the government of the day can release Nnamdi Kanu with such a protest. I see a lot of propaganda in this. Even the NSAS brutality. You see, injustice everywhere is injustice anywhere. Whether I say one Nigeria, you know that there's a brutality of NSAS people. And you are taking this protest, you put it on October 20th. An anniversary for the NSAS brutality. The Nigerian government attacking its own people. You saw all these things and you went on to carry out all this. You see, very interesting that these things are happening at this point in time. The world is seeing the whole matter. It's not going to help the government of the day. It's not going to help. Whatever is going on, it's not going to help the government of the day. This is a setup for the Nigerian government. I hope the West does not use this. Because anything can happen. People can take advantage of any situation. I hope the West does not use this to cause chaos in Nigeria. Because that is their usual way. That is their usual way. If they want to interrupt your government, they will just look for somebody they will create. They use that person to create crisis. See, I'm looking at the issues. Now, I'm looking at the Sowore as a person. Me, I'm not in line with Sowore as a person. I'm looking at what he's fighting for. What he's fighting for is legit. So I'm addressing these things one by one. I'm not with Sowore as a person, or what he's fighting for, I'm legit with it. It might be a propaganda used to destabilize the government of the day. See, these are possibilities. We are looking at the possibilities so that we can make our own judgment. I told my Igbo brothers, joining this protest is like committing suicide. Because number one, the Nigerian government has a perception about you as an Igbo man, generally. Of course. Sowore to be able to pull this, if an Igbo man starts this protest of a thing, an Igbo man starts this thing that Sowore is doing, you will see the restrictions that you have gotten for it. See, the way the Nigerian government will have attacked him left, right, center, they will not even want him to even carry it out. But Sowore will succeed because he is from a different tribe. So to tell you, the way the Nigerian government view the Igbo people, we also need to be intelligent socially to know that this is not going to be our way. If we are going to go out, if we are going to go all out, we should be united in going all out. We should not be going out divided. Yes. And back to the West propaganda. This can be used to destabilize any government. This can be a seed that we planted. The Nigerian government attacking these people. You are trying to like reopen old wounds. You are trying to create another tension. And you don't know what can happen. See, anything can happen. No. You see, it's not that politicians they are very proud and everything. They believe that they are all in all, nothing they happen. Anything can happen with this kind of protest. It can escalate. We just talked about an alleged military coup, and you see how it went on. Anything can happen as we speak. God help us that this does not metamorphose into another crisis. And the West will be looking. The West have their own interests. They want Tinubu to do what they want him to do. Tinubu is trying to take a different path, but they want him to do what he wants to do. The Tinubu government may be thinking, oh, this Sowore or this one, maybe they are using this one to want to cause chaos, want to disrupt the government, blah blah blah. Or maybe somebody wants to use the Nnamdi Kanu peaceful protest because they know that protest will not lead to any release. To undermine the NSAS brutality memorial protest that they hold every year, October 20th. They were asking Sowore, why of all this, the Abia State Lawmakers Assembly, why of all this would you people want to hold this protest on the 20th of October? Don't you see other days that you people can use to organize this protest? These are realities. These are questions we have been asking over the years. But unfortunately, see, this system is messed up. Mesmerized. You just see what is happening. So you as a Nigerian, you see injustice to the Igbo man, and you think that you will be free from injustice. No, like all of us don't subscribe to this injustice. Injustice to one is injustice to all. If you like, believe it or not believe it. This is the reality we are seeing today. Injustice to one is injustice to all. If you think and believe that it's only the Igbo people or whoever, a particular set of people that will be suffering in today's Nigerians, my brother, you go get time where you go reach, you go know your real problem and enemy. You go not say, no be the Igbo people. The problem are those people that created the country. I'm telling you. And what the people say, if Kasla boss now, if crisis start now, these politicians that are causing all these problems, that is stealing the money, that is giving Nigeria sleepless night, now them go carry with their families already. Most of their families, they don't push them abroad now. They outside country, most of their families. Already, they don't distribute them. No, they don't get problem again. Now them go first run away from Nigeria. Leave you and the Nigerian police and army. Any small thing, the police will be trigger happy to shoot their people. People you are meant to protect. No wonder people don't respect the police and army. Any small thing, now open hand, one they shoot people. How does that make sense in a democratic system? After we will deceive ourselves, say we are practicing democracy. Which democracy are you practicing? Even if you don't see anything good in what these people are doing, you have a way to curtail this protest. You have a way, not by firing bullets. I don't know. It's because the government does not regard the people. and the people are not in tune with the government. If they are pushing Christian genocide from West, some people will be supporting external forces. Some people are supporting military takeover of Nigeria because the government manhandle them. The government treat them like trash. That is why you see they are supporting external aggression on the Nigerian government. How would you treat the people like that? If you are carrying out justice on Nnamdi Kanu and everybody sees that you are coming with equity, you are coming with clean hands, you are not asking yourself the question, why is it that this thing has lingered for a long time? Why is it that it has lingered for a long time? They have not been able, if it's an easy one, they will have been able to like crush him down. But they are deliberating on the fact that how did he come to Nigeria? That is where the Nigerian government got it wrong. If that obstacle is off the way, if you have settled with that obstacle, if you have done all you needed to prove to Nigerians that we did not kidnap him, or we did the right thing, or if we kidnapped him, we'll take him back and look for a way to extraordinarily rendition him back to Nigeria. That will be a different thing. But you're not proving anything to Nigerians. But some people because of political party, because of their tribe, because of tribalism and political party, they are supporting Nnamdi Kanu should be incarcerated. The government has been accused of unaliving people, NSAS. Who is taking the government into account? Government is steal money, they do all sorts of things. Insecurity, people are dying, their homes are being destroyed. What the failure of government has killed can be compared to what they are accusing Nnamdi Kanu of. What the government, the failure of government, what the atrocities, the destruction the failure of government have caused cannot be compared to the allegations they are meting on this young man called Nnamdi Kanu. But this is Nigeria today. If you see what Oyibo they are saying about the country and the black man, this is the reason. We are selling ourselves to the world. We cannot handle. We are in other countries, they know the way they will have handled it. But see, but a black man is always a black man. He does things the black way. I know for sure that Biafra will outlive Nigeria. Oduduwa nation will outlive Nigeria. The Ijaw nation will outlive Nigeria. Every of these nations in Nigeria will not be consumed by Nigeria. I know that for sure. You people can never consume, no matter what you try and do, you can never consume Nigeria. You can never consume the nations in Nigeria. It is Nigeria that will expire very soon. And the struggle for it will not stop. Even if it has to do with our generations, we'll make sure that we preach justice and the liberation of nations that have been trapped in Nigeria. May God help Nigeria.